way. Actually gonna be Ying, so
that's not too surprising. The last time that Toon Squad played on Oregon, they banned Ying and Kaed against Vicious Gaming. So I think like they have like a very defined strategy for Oregon, but there is going to be the Thatcher ban. That is also pretty common coming out on Oregon. Soniqs, when they played this against Elevate, when they played this against OC, they also banned the Thatcher and they banned the Mirror.
Yeah,
so again.
I think if Kaed gets banned here, I don't think that Toon Squad are going to be doing it since they're on attack first, but they're instantly going to shoot that operator. And, well, bite me in the butt, and there goes Kaed. So, the moment you see a Thatcher getting banned out on attack, I think it just screams to ban out Kaed, just because those Electro Claws are so difficult to deal with. And if you don't have a Thatcher to get rid of those Electro Claws, it's really, really tough to attack. The one prime example was just couple nights ago with LATAM. I think it was Red Devils versus I forget who they played, but it was a Red Devils match, and the attacker, every single attack just looked completely lost. Like for some reason, like Red Devil was losing their attacker first, which was Thermite, because he was trying to entry frag. I don't know why, but it took 11 rounds for an attack one to finally come through, and that was the deciding round to end the game.
So we will see a laundry room and supply room defense to start off with coming out from Toon Squad. And there is, of course, going to be a view on place. I mean, this is kind of like such an old strategy now. It's become so meta that the Thatcher really hurts your ability to fight spaceman quite a lot. Soniqs obviously very, very prepared for this and very ready to face an Oregon like this, since they were the ones who did ban out the Thatcher. It seems like both of these teams, though, they're not like, you know, preparing specific strategy for each other. They have their own strategy, and they have their own thing what they want to do on this map, because they banned the same operators they did the last time they both went here.
Yeah, Oregon's a very basic map. There's no denying it. Since the first bomb site's downstairs in the laundry and supply room, you will either see an attack being taken down the laundry stairs, or being taken from the meeting hall trying to drop down those hatches. And with Ying being banned, it's kind of tough for Soniqs, especially Super, who's already making this entrance on through to the bunker entrance, which is known as Blue. Like I was mentioning before, without the Ying, it's one of Super's comfort operators to pick, just because those Candelas are so strong to utilize when making a push.
I like the Nomad pick here, Super, just to like hold this down, but he's gonna let Chef rotate all the way back down. That is not good, just missing the timing there instantly. Super not being able to pick up that free kill, but does have control of Electric, and he does have control of that rotate. So, I mean, Super tends to be the player that is like either pushing the backside, or he's holding for rotates, and this is exactly what he's doing. They're going for that big tower take, another very, very big take on Oregon as head. It's really only a west main take or a big tower take. And Soniqs do a tower take almost every single time, but they brought the Capital for that. Factor is going to be trying to hold this down where he can. This is taking a long time for Soniqs to actually push him out of it.
Yeah, you have Goddess covering the cross, but right as we're talking about that, Neptune's is going to be the one to take down Factor from below. And half the round gone, one rover dead. This is a pretty okay start, but they need to start getting things moving. You still have Rainbow, the solo remaining roamer, upstairs inside of dorms. He'll be rotating down white stairs to try and play off of a late flank as he moves on through the Z hallway.
Yeah, so it is 5v4. We have lost that Jaeger room. We have lost pretty much all the map presence now for Toon Squad, but they can still very easily just play off the defense here. And they have Maestros, they have Echoes still up. They have pretty much all their utility they need up still, and they know it's going to be pretty much a backside take here.
Yeah, no pressure at all coming in from lobby, so Rainbow can have some pretty decent room moving on through. But with those air jabs being placed on both sides of the split, if he's not careful, he could be met with a very unfortunate death. But Super, utilizing Neptune's rotation, will move on upstairs through attic. I think he'll be watching flank from above, but meanwhile Goddess is going to be going for a bit of a late push now towards the back over by Blue.
Just a quick note, I'm not sure if we still do, but there is but it has been fixed now, so there we go. The the Echo drones are going to start to come in as Neptunes makes his entry in. Rainbow goes down as he takes down Goddess as well. It's a 3v3 situation, but Avian is down. It's all down to Super in a 1v3. He's managed to find his way into the site, but Chef will shut down Avian as Talon shuts down Super, and Toon Squad will take their first round on the defense on Oregon. But, I mean, that's kind of what you expect, right? You kind of expect them to win the downstairs, especially with the Thatcher ban. So, yeah, I mean, that's kind of what we expected to see. I kind of normally expect, like, a 4-2 scoreline into the favor of defense on Oregon in the first half.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Losing Avian, especially when you're trying to make the push, I don't even think he got the smoke bolts off because he was downed. Losing Ghost early on when you're trying to make that push to the bomb site, that's really great impact frags coming out from Toon Squad. And they were able to keep themselves calm, cool, and collected, keep themselves composed, not getting too over aggressive and only making the peaks when necessary, and it was able to win them out the round.
Indeed. So, I actually like this from Toon Squad. They're going big tower first, but I feel like Soniqs normally are taking pretty much the same lineup no matter where they're going to go, and this lineup is probably going to work as well for big tower. I mean, you still, as long as you have the Capitao in this lineup, it's still pretty good.
Yeah, Capitao is a really great operator to use on Oregon. Just the fact that the smoke bolts are not denied by the Jaeger ADS coming out from Rainbow. So, as well as the firebolts. Firebolts are really important for trying to flush defenders out of T3.
Yeah, I mean, if you got T3 control really quickly here, which did happen last time for Soniqs, the last time they went there for a big tower take, it can be pretty easy to do, but Avian shuts down Factor instantly. Oh no, that is not good. I mean, it's a high-risk, high-reward play there from Factor. I mean, he did get a lot of damage into Nep, but yeah, wow, that is not good. You're losing your Vigil early on, you're losing a lot of your roam presence, and yeah, you are losing the A factor.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate, but already Neptune's getting the second frag off the glitch in the first 30 seconds. We already have a 3v5 in favor of Soniqs. He's going to be coming out and going to take down Rainbow 5v2. This is looking strongly in favor of Soniqs unless some kind of miracle happens for the Toon Squad. But Talon's going to go for a run out. Instantly traded out by Ghost's Claymore. 4v1 all up to Chef in the first minute. Chef on the other side of the map over by Master. We'll have to rotate on out, and this round is looking deeply in favor of the Soniqs.
I still think Chef can pull off something in the kitchen here, but we'll see him. He's going to just tear down the dining hall door. I think they know where he is going to go for the peak. He does actually trade out with Super, surprisingly, but Soniqs, rather than, will still take round number 2, despite all of that. Really great attack coming out from them. 3 insanely early picks coming out. Great coordination. I mean, that is absolute, just exactly how you should take big tower.
Yeah, that's exactly how you take big tower, and just the over aggression was the downfall for Toon Squad there. I'm not exactly sure what Glitch was doing prone at the window. I think he was trying to take off Neptunes, but Neptune's just so powerful on repel gameplay. We've seen it time and time again. If you see Nep on repel and he's upside down, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna lose that gunfight unless you're more accurate than Nep. Third bomb site will be played out upstairs inside of kids' dorms. So I wonder if that was just like a pocket strategy and they were trying to confuse Soniqs, but yeah, that early pick onto Factor kind of set the tone for the rest of the round.
Maybe they were like hoping that the Capitao wouldn't be brought here for the kids' dorms, and that, I mean, even without the Capitao, that was like a really still good attack strategy coming out. But yeah, I mean, it can throw you off when they go big tower, right? If you're a team that is taking those specific operators. But I mean, I appreciate it because, like, think about it this way, right? If they win the upstairs and they win the downstairs, then they have to go big tower and dine, right? Then they know where they're gonna go. But if you go for it in the second round, you know, at least you have that kind of surprise factor and you could potentially pull off a win.
Yeah, and Valkyrie coming out, this is a really great site for Valkyrie. She really shines on this site alone, I think, just due to the fact that the black eyes are taking place to give your team information. Normally you would see one inside a master, and maybe you would have another one playing on top of the tower on T3 outside. but these cameras are going to be looking towards inside of the dorms bunks, one outside of on the lobby entrance. So we could see some potential runouts coming out from White window, and that's going to be Goddess at the front of White van. So depending how the coordination works out for Toon Squad, she could be taken out early, depending how Toon Squad wants to play this out.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely true. Like, taking a Thermite out really early on in this attack could potentially completely devastate any entry that could potentially happen thrown to the master bedroom. But again, from Soniqs, they're basically bringing the exact same lineup almost every single time. And, I mean, it's saying a lot about how Soniqs want to play this map. They know what they want to do here, and, you know, I gotta respect you. Doing this means you can't get thrown off by going to the offside, right? Like, you have the same lineup for every single, but it does mean that you could get counter-strike quite easily. So, I mean, we'll see how it goes down as we get further into the round, but just about halfway through into this particular round, we haven't seen a huge amount of progress from Soniqs yet. They have the control of just outside of the kids' windows, but there's nothing really going for them just yet in terms of execute. You know, it's just biding their time trying to get control. We still have Chef on the pulse down here, who's ready to do some work.
Yeah, he's going to spot out two members of Soniqs on Rappel. It's going to be Ghost and Nep. Giving that information to his team. We'll see one is on each window. It's going to be Ghost on the right and Nep on the left. 2 minutes have already been burned out, and Jeff is in a really good position to take down anyone from Soniqs. The attack needs to start happening now, and it's going to be the smoke of Talon getting spotted out by the B-bomb.
Jeff still just pulsing out. He's going to go for the Nitro, but no, he misses it! Oh no, Chef, that is devastating. You potentially just killed all of the utility coming out from the pulse below. As Goddess is just going to hop in and try and go for the plant right now. She might actually be able to get away with it. Trying to get denied from Talon, but Nep is going to deny him. And the plant will go down. Glitch just take down Goddess, however, but she did get that plant down. So she did her job. It's now a 4v4 situation. In a post-plant situation, Toon Squad not looking too good. Net finds yet another one for the kids' dorms windows. And Ghost takes down Factors. All down to Glitch and Rainbow. Rainbow having managed to find his way onto the small tower to do whatever, but Neb with his third kill from the windows and the rappel. This man's a window player. And it's all down to Rainbow. The Capital balls are going to go down. It's going to be Avian playing onto the top of the small tower. They know exactly where Rainbow is. He's not going to be able to make too many good plays here, and he's running out of time. The diffuser basically didn't work now. He's completely ran out. He's going to try and get some exit frags, but it's going to feed him with 0 results. Goes for the free fight, does get the ghost kill, but it's to no avail. Soniqs just take round number 3. Very well done from them. Great execute, and this is looking beautiful.
Yeah, like I mentioned before, Nep on Rappel is absolutely dangerous, and right there, it just proves my point. Great 3K on the Rappel of kids' windows, and that puts Soniqs up ahead by 1. Meanwhile, Neptune's popping off with 7 frags. Absolute monstrous performance.
Neptune's is just a window player, okay? It's like, he sees the window, and he knows exactly how to play around it. But yeah, he's doing really, really well for himself. I mean, he has been one of the players from Soniqs who's constantly on the top of that leaderboard. I mean, kills aren't everything. And you can just see that from like how that happened. When they were holding down kids' dorms, they had the control that they needed. They're just going to hold it. They aren't going to peek. They aren't going to give the pulse the opportunity from below to kill them. And they just hit there and hold the angle. Goddess plants. Goddess on 0 kills. But she does her job every single round. So it's going very, very well for her. It's going very well overall for Soniqs. I mean, 2-1 scoreline at this point is something I'd be very, very happy with on Oregon. Toon Squad, however, really got to step it up a little bit.
Yeah, they've kind of stalled a little bit now, considering that they won the first round in a pretty decent fashion. But Soniqs have managed to adapt and find a way to work around unexpectedness, I guess you could say, coming out from Toon Squad. Yet again, we're going to have Factor upstairs. Would be interesting to see if he took a shield, and right there. Yeah, so reading his mind, takes a shield to play upstairs with himself. I'm not exactly too sure how much utility he has to work with. I know he has 188 that he just put down right there, but I don't know if he has the other 2 are going to be in sight, or if he has another one in his pocket to use on the other windows.
Well, we'll see, but another big tower take coming on from Soniqs. And Factor again playing on the top of that big tower, but he was cleared out pretty effectively last time. Let's see if he does the same this time. His ADS is going to get burned successfully. Flashbang going through for the 3rd time is going to confirm that presence. And the drone's going through as well is going to confirm exactly where he is. He's basically trapped up here, but he does have another ADS in the backside here. Nades is going to come out from Nep. He's not going to connect, however. Could bear 0 through just yet. But Factor in kind of an unwinnable scenario here, but he could waste quite a lot of time.
He's already going to burn off close to a minute, but he'll end up getting burned out himself from the capital of Avian on the north window. Now, Factor places out. He could reward himself with the frag, but Avian backing off a little bit. Factor utilizing the holes, trying to keep himself so he doesn't get pushed from the stairs below. He's in a pretty good position right now. He's already burned off 70 seconds of the time. Another nade's going to come out from Net, but to no avail. Won't find anything just yet. Coming on through. That's going to be Ghost getting taken down by Factor. A very great impact frag and a lot of frag potential off the board. Factor sitting at 1 HP will finally get traded out by Net. The first half of the round is already gone, and a lot of fragging power is already taken away, so a great job well done coming out from Factor on top of T3. He's done his job. He can sit back comfortably and let the rest of his team do their work.
Drone ready.
Also, an interesting fact now that half of Nep's kills have been on Windows.
Have they? Yeah, that's true, actually. 4 kills on the Windows. Yeah, that's very true.
He did also actually, he had his 5th kill was a nade kill from a window, so...
More than half, yeah.
There you go. But getting into the final minute, you are very right, Chris. They have wasted quite a lot of time, but there's still plenty of time for Soniqs to do their work, and they've still got plenty of utility left available to do that. The fact that they didn't really use too many Capital usage going through into that top area means they can push this with the smokes that we talked about last time they attacked here, but that was kind of the saving grace of Tune Squad. That the fact that a lot of the utility didn't really come down in the correct places, the correct time for Soniqs, their execute did suffer quite a lot, but 30 seconds left to go on the clock. Nitro will go out onto Electric, but will not find its target. The hallway push could come in. Oh no! The TK comes on from Nep onto Goddess. She goes down. Chef and Bravo both find kills of their own, and it's all down to Avian in a 1v4. He drops down L hallway. He finds 1. He finds 2, but he can't find a 3rd. Glitch will take him down. It's going to be Tune Squad who take round number 4. Brilliantly done from them. And again, solid downstairs defense coming out.
I think that that team kill actually came because Chef was sitting inside of the smoke in the hallway, and because Goddess moved on through, and I think Nep just reacted, ended up killing his own teammate, laying down Goddess, and he ended up paying the price going down with his own life. So Chef kind of got a 2-for-1 there, dying to Avian, but Avian almost managing to make a clutch happen, turning a 1v4 down to a 1v2, but the timing coming around from the Echo, I think that was Brainbow.
Yep.
Swung around and got himself a very nice frag. So that puts us now at a 2-2 split. We'll be going into round 5 upstairs, back again inside of the kids' dorms site.
So, let's go through into round number 5 and see how kids' dorms main hall is going to go for Tune Squad this time. Last time, not so good. What do you think that Tune Squad are doing wrong here? I mean, only having these 2 wins on the downstairs defense on Oregon isn't great, and this really is not going to play into your favor in the next half. What's going wrong here, Chris?
Not too sure, but Tune Squad has managed to find themselves 2 rounds after that last round. I really think that it comes down to how the roam game plays for Tune Squad, because we see that Soniqs is really reliant on shutting down the roam game. The fact that they wasted almost 2 minutes trying to take down Factor upstairs really put a dent in their attack strategy. It's also interesting to note that Avian had 1 smoke bolt left to use, so granted he used 2 firebolts upstairs on tower to try to get rid of Factor, but he only used 1 of the smoke grenades to try to cover his teammates' tracks and move on through to plant the bomb. So I think the lack of utility usage coming out from Avian was kind of what set the tone for the ending of that round. But moving on to round number 5, we're tied up at 2-2 split. Factor already taking a ton of damage, sitting now at T1 inside of that tower.
Yeah, he has been sitting there. We still have that same control coming on from Tune Squad. Factor's actually been doing a really good job recently of just holding down Big Tower. But the last time we saw it on this kid's Dom's main hall attack, it ended in a pretty big disaster for Factor going down very, very early on. But this time he's holding down where he can. Flashbang's looking like they are getting ready to come out from Avian to burn the ADS. It can be confirmed there is no ADS presence anymore, as almost Factor gets picked off, but he will. And again, another window kill coming down from Neptunes.
I'm not too sure where Rainbow was playing. I think I saw him at the first floor of T1 since Factor was on T3. But Rainbow will be rotating on through towards Garage, going for a peek. I really don't understand what the call for was there. Factor all alone. They know that Neptunes loves to play on those north windows, and that's been the death of Factor, I think, about 3 times so far in this matchup.
Yeah, it has been. Once to a nade and twice to him just getting domed, but there we go. Soniqs do now have control of that big tower. That means they have control of Attic, and this consequently means they can go for pretty much the same execute they went for last time. Smoke's already coming up from Talon as he just patiently plays inside of his domes. He's got actually a very powerful position to play here, but he's already putting out 2 smokes, and that is a lot of utilities going down that early. Nades coming out, however, from Neptune's is not going to find its mark, and we'll still see Soniqs not really struggling to get control, but still not getting this kill that they really desperately need on the smoke. Tower balls are going to come down despite all of that. And we'll see the execute coming down short. Free fires are going to come out from Glitch to see what he can do. Oh, he's trying to duel with Nep on the window. He's not going to be able to get the kill just yet. Chef looking for the run out here, it looks like, as he does try and play downstairs a little bit, but Sonic still kind of all over the place. He's trying to get their execute down, but they do have that man advantage to play around, but it's going to be Talon who white peeks out and he wins that fight against Neptunes. It's 30 seconds left to go. Not looking too good at all for Soniqs. They're starting to run out of time. They're starting to run out of utilities. They're starting to run out of options. They really need to start getting their entry going. Goddess gets ready to try and go in and go for the line, but Talon white peeks out again. And he gets another kill. Avian goes down and Super goes down with him. Chef picks up that one. 2v4. It's all down to Goddess as Glitch removes Ghost. All down to her, but no, she can't find one. Chef white peeks out. Goddess goes down and June Squad take their third round in round of 5. But that's their first upstairs defense.
One thing I want to point out right now for Soniqs is that a lot of their attacks are coming down to the final 30 to 15 seconds. It's really reminiscent to how the old Vitality was. They're just trying to bait aggressive plays coming out from Toon Squad, but I really think that the IGLing coming out from Talon telling them just play smart, play passive, let them come in. They need to defend the site, and the attackers need to come in, try to move on and get that diffuser down. So if they just play a little bit more passive, like they did that last round, this could be another good round coming out for them, as the second time they'll be defending the rear stage in the watchtower didn't go so well for them.
Yeah, no, that's definitely right. I would agree with that. But we see a big tower defense again coming up from Toon Squad. Last time that this was the defense of Toon Squad, this did not end very well whatsoever. This was probably one of the quickest rounds we've seen in Challenger League this season. It's just a textbook attack that was coming out. Everything was going Sonics' way there. They got 3 insanely good entry picks, and then that was it. Basically, just all kind of fell apart after that. We did talk a little bit about if you take control of Tier 3 here, it is game over. You cannot win the site at that point.
Well, I mean, if you manage to defend T3 for at least 2 minutes, I think, or at the most 2 minutes, I think you can still manage to win it out, because the attackers still have to make their way on down to T2 on that second floor of the tower and make a plant attempt. So depending on the positioning, and we'll see if Factor does choose to get over aggressive, feel it favors out for Toon Squad this next time around.
We will definitely see. So let's go through. It's going to be round number 6. It's going to be the final round before we do see it switch around. Toon Squad really do need a win on this defense, however, because going into the second half of Oregon with a Thatcher ban, it's not great if you're going into the attack with a 3-3 split, I would say. This should be pretty defender-sided. You should come out with this at least 4-2. I'm not sure what to expect.
I think that was Chef by Kid's arms, but Chef getting the first pick onto Super, that's absolutely massive from Small Tower. Meanwhile, Neptunes gets a trade onto Talon, so a Nomad for a Maestro is a pretty good pick, so all through and through. With Air Jazz out of the question, or out of the play, I should say, going to be a lot of comfort and a lot of breathing room easily for the Toon Squad.
He's going to wait for the rotate, but no, he's going to miss it slightly. He's going to pull out the nade, however, should be able to connect it. Does not just yet. Rainbow still holding on where he can, and he's actually doing a great job of wasting quite a lot of time here. But say he's got to hold on for at least 15 more seconds. He's done quite a lot of jobs, but no, can't connect the shot onto Avian. We'll go down for it, and now it's going to be a 4v3, and that's T3 control now for Soniqs. This is not looking too good for them all.
No, it's not, but still, they have a half a round left to play out. With Super off the board with those air jabs, you're going to see a wide peek coming out from Glitch, nearly missing the window. Neptune's going to go ahead and swing on in on top of T3, as well as Avian. That's going to be Glitch falling 2v4. The attackers are prime position now to go ahead and do a plant. Avian with another onto Factor. It's all up to Chef. That'll be another 3K coming out from Avian. Chef gets shut down, and the Soniqs will move on to their defense in a 3-3 split.
Really good from Soniqs. I mean, if I'm Soniqs, I'm really happy with the result of that. I mean, their basement attacks definitely could have been a lot better, but overall, I'd be pretty happy with that. And now going into the defense, this should be pretty defender-sided, but we're actually going to see a top-floor defense coming out from Soniqs. I mean, I'm not too surprised about that. I mean, it kind of goes back to what we were talking about during the first half, as is, you know, you can go downstairs, and that's kind of normally what you would expect, right, on the first round. But going upstairs is kind of an offsite, but I still feel like revealing the Valkyrie makes it obvious going to go top floor. That's an interesting stick pick. The castle coming out. This is going to be a very specific kind of like meeting hall hold, I guess, then.
It could be. I also know that Soniqs like to play downstairs in Z with Avian and Ghost on the SAS operators. Normally you would have, I believe it's Avian, who plays downstairs in Z looking at the kitchen doorway. They have, I also believe it's Neptune's playing inside a kitchen, so they have a duo roam happening with Avian and Neptune's playing downstairs in the castle. From Super is there to kind of, you know, slow down the attack, and it also allows more creative opportunities for roaming downstairs. Since Oregon is so small and it's so confined, I think that that castle pick could be a pretty big surprise coming out for Toon Squad.
Yeah, it definitely could be. The castle's going down, pretty typical, so it's not actually going to be as an aggressive hold as I thought it might be. Maybe they see the Capitao coming down and they're like, okay, we don't need the Valkyrie, we can put the castle here, and we can kind of stop that Capitao from getting such a control. But there is a sledge on the board, might not be that effective, but the roam play is going to try and come out to try and take down Super early on. He could actually waste a decent amount of time down here, but no, he's not going to be able to. Factor with the prone peak down onto Big Tower, it's going to eliminate the percent before he can do anything. Now a 5v4. Not exactly what you wanted 30 seconds into the round, but it's not going to matter that much.
Yeah, really unfortunate that Super falls in the first 30 seconds. I don't know exactly what his plan was there. I think he might have been trying to go for a late roam, but either way, I think he should have just retreated on and downstairs instead of trying to take down the drones that are on the stairs. Ultimately, he paid with his life, and I'm not too sure if he had any more impacts in his palm or in his pocket. And if he did, he could have used them to rotate on out through red and over into the supply room. So, Super off the board. Toon Squad are now in prime position, at least for the time being, with man advantage, and they can have some kind of dedicated flank watch with no Nomad on the board.
Reloading, cover me.
No Nomad on the board whatsoever. So yeah, gonna be 5v4 situation, and we'll see how it's gonna go down. Yeah, but like it's just not going well at all. We're still seeing individual gunfights being lost by Soniqs. There you go. Neptune's is going to go down in Armory, but he's not out yet. He's still holding on where he can, and Ash charges are going to go down.
Yeah, so Neptune's is going to die here. Ghost just completely gave up on Neptune's. I think Neptune's just going to be there for information. A really great heads-up play coming out from Talon on Satellite Highway, being able to utilize that window and take the off guard coming out from Neptune. So this will put Toon Squad down at 3v5 as Talon secures that frag. 50 seconds left to play out, and no one losing any kind of health on the Toon Squad side. This is looking really good now for Toons to make their attack. There's flashes coming out, trying to rid any of ADSs. The Thermite shard will get blasted open, but an unfortunate timing as Talon will get flashed by his own teammate's flashbang. Up in the final 30 seconds, the attack needs to start to happen now.
Definitely does. 30 seconds left to go on the clock. Soniqs still in a pretty strong position despite the fact they are on a 5v3 and they can just play down the time. They're still holding on to kind of dresser here. Smokes are going to go out, but Capital bolts go down onto the kid's dog. Windows for Avian with a great kill onto Talon. He goes down instantly. but the plant is going to start to go down. Nitro goes out, but can't deny the defuse just yet. AV picks up a second as Ghost picks up one of his own. The plant starts to go down yet again. The shotgun rotate comes down from Avian and Ghost. The SAS duo comes through, and Soniqs take that first round on defense.
That round looked to go in favor of Toon Squad, but just the timing and slowness coming out from the execute really bit them in the butt. Soniqs able to utilize the mistakes coming out from Toon Squad, and they end up coming into the second half at a 4-3 lead advantage. But you know, Toon Squad, I think they would have been able to win that round if they had some pressure on the big window. They had the man advantage to do so, and they didn't have anybody repelling on the kids' windows. I'm not too sure why. They just kind of wanted to full send it all through from the master side of things, not having anyone on the cross from big window. You could have rotated around the sledge that was coming out from glitch instead of being on highway. You either have him repelling on those kids' windows or at the big window on small tower side to kind of deviate and cut off the crosses that'll come out from those defenders. So unfortunate that it didn't happen out for the Toon Squad, but that leaves us going into this next round with the Soniqs in a 1-round lead advantage. And so far throughout this entire matchup, Avian and Neptune's the duo 20 bomb combo out. 11 to Neptune's name and 9 with Avian on the Toon Squad side. Absolutely insane with, I think it was Ags on glitch or shot.
Thank you, Handsome. Lovely observer points out that Neptune's actually has 12 kills because he did also TK Goddess. So
That's true. Yeah, 21.
So we will see round number 8 gonna go down, and we'll see exactly how that goes through. But we are gonna see a laundry defense, and with the Thatcher ban, it is likely we'll see a backside take, as Sonic tried to do, but twice in a row they tried to do a backside take, and twice in a row it did fail. Is that an issue with how Sonic did it, or is it an issue with kind of like forcing that backside take?
I think it was an issue with forcing. They didn't have any pressure on the lobby side of things. They kind of just wanted a full send down the power side, and without having some kind of pressure coming in from the opposite end, it pretty much gives the defenders a lot of breathing room and a lot more maneuverability in how they can take their gunfights.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. So we are going to move through into round number 8, just about 1 minute into the round, and Maverick just trying to do the work there. I honestly think this is slightly better, and the Maverick gives you a lot more options in what you want to do, what you want to push from. I can't understand why. I mean, sorry, I understand why there was no Maverick pick from Soniqs, right? They just wanted to do the backside. They don't need a Maverick to do that. But at the same time, I feel like the Maverick gives you more options, just being able to remain adaptable with which push you want to do, and not being, you know, predictable in your playstyle. Even on a map like Oregon, it's still advantageous.
Yeah, one thing I want to also point out, Chef has about 2.5 mags to work with, so he's really limited on how he can use bullets for his gunfights. You have Super above on Attic Hatch, and you also have the Bandit of Avian playing deep on the stage over by the sandbags. Meanwhile, the attackers start to be coming down from the lobby. Goddess's Evil Eye will be taken out inside of the closet, but she still has another one inside of the hallway to work with. The plant will start to come down from Talon. Actually, it'll be Brainbow inside of the laundry.
She's going to pick the first kill of the round. There's Gunner's Goddess, but Nitro going to go out, not going to connect Smart. Sonic's not going to be going too well. Another Nitro going to go out, but also not going to find Smart, as Ghost is going to get injured. Glitch picks up Neptune, however, in return, as he finds Factor. But it's going to be a 3v3 now. Sonic's not looking too good, however, because they just used a huge amount of their own utility. It's not looking too good for them, Chris, right now, as more utility is going to come out from Toon Squad. They're going to go for the default plant. Talon takes down Ghost, however, and the entry is all down to Avian and Super. Try and bring it. Super goes for the free fires, but can't find the kills. And Talon and Glitch clean up the squad. Toon Squad will take round number 8 in a successful basement attack, the only one we've seen today.
Yeah, a really poor showing coming out from Soniqs that last round. A lot of utility usage really early on, trying to get rid of the plant that was trying to come down from Rainbow, and a really big brain play coming out from all the Toon Squad, being able to waste all the utility that was necessary, and then utilizing the Capital small bullets for an easy plant, getting it down to a 3v3, and a lot of it came down to the crossfires that were coming out from Toon Squad. They were cutting down the angles that Soniqs were trying to use to rotate, and that spelled a very great round win for them. So we'll be moving on to a 4-4 split, and we're getting close to the 7-5 or 6-6 ending that'll be coming out in the next few rounds. So the next 4 rounds will tell that story.
I really like. I still just. We'll play this again. I really like the Maverick pick. I think the Maverick pick just makes a lot of sense for a downstairs attack. It just keeps you adapting. Same point about last time. You can just push either side. You can do a backside take, you can do the front side take. It doesn't matter. Sonic seemed to be pretty like pretty thinking that it was going to be a backside take because that's what they did, right?
Yeah. Also, one thing I also wanted to point out was that a huge impact frag. I'm not too sure who it was that got the frag onto Goddess. I think she was sitting inside the hall and she got taken out with a swift headshot from the main laundry stairs. And that was pretty much one of the deciding frags coming out. You lose the Alda, you lose Goddess, who's an absolutely outstanding anchor for the Sonics and one of the most outstanding anchors in all of North American Challenge League. I think her survivability was at 50% the last time we saw from last week, so
survivability
she's really good.
is at 34%.
Okay, yeah, so that was a huge change from coming into week 3 and now, or coming into week 2, and now we're in week 3. So he had a pretty good, outstanding survivability rate, but after that last week was it suffered a lot. So we'll be moving now through the cafeteria. We won't be seeing a bandit coming out, but we'll instead see an Echo come out from Super this time around.
There's been a lot of different stuff coming out from Sonics on this defense compared to their attacks, which, you know, does make a lot of sense. But I guess we'll see how that adaptability does go through. But they are going to go for the squeezing hole still again, as Net playing the attic. But the advantageous thing with this Maverick means you don't even have to get control of that side of the map. You just ignore it. You just go for your front side take. And with the mirror ban, it makes it even easier.
Yeah, you have Factor already moving on through to the bottom of Laundry Stairs. First minute's already been played out. I think Neb is the solo roamer upstairs inside of Attic, but Neb's gonna get a knife onto Chef. I think he was trying to drone, but really good heads-up play for Neptunes, and he'll rotate on out to T2, move his way back up to Attic. So with Ghost sitting at 20 HP now, the Maverick is now off the board. Half the round already gone. How this round gets played out. ADSs are going to be burned out coming out from Factor. I'm not too sure where Goddess is playing. I think she's inside the closet.
He has got a Maestro Cam inside of the closet, but it looks like she's going to go for the wide peek out the hallway when she can. She's waiting for any of that information to come down. They do have the Maestro Cams up. They do have the Echo Drone up as well from Super. And it looks like the Plant is going to try and go down from Brain, but he's going to get hit with the Echo Drone. Capital are going to come down just a little bit too early. Ghost on a sliver of HP, but he's still throwing out these gas canisters. And he sees him! Oh, he takes him down! Avian gets the kill onto Brainbow. And that is really not good. That is your diffuser down behind the laundry baskets. You're gonna have to recover that and try and go for a more default plant spot. But Goddess takes down Factor as he tries to recover it. Talon is going to strike back. This could be a 4v2 situation. So now not looking too good for Tune Squad at all. Talon's actually going to go try and drop and try and go the refrag. And he does get it. Goddess goes down. Pre-fire's coming out from Glitch. He can't find the kill. But no, Super picks up a double. And Sonics take round number 9 with their first laundry defense. Much better than that.
Very good round from Sonics, and they yet again take another lead. It's been really back and forth throughout this entire matchup. Round number 10 already going to be coming underway, but unfortunately we'll be having a disconnect coming out from Factor, but fortunately we'll be able to return. So the next bomb site we'll be going to is going to be upstairs out of the kids' dorms, and with both Echo and Maestro on that last round, I think that was one of the deciding factors, especially with Nep on the flank. Pulse coming out from Super this time around. This is the first time we'll be seeing a Pulse being taken for the Sonics.
Yeah, definitely. We're still seeing Super moving to the castle with this kid's Storm's main whole defense. I'm still thinking this is because of the Capitao, right? Like, castling off highway window means that, you know, that's typically where you're seeing Capitao executes go. Either from there or from the double window normally is where Capitao bolts are coming from. So it kind of denies that early control, I'm kind of thinking. I still don't think the castle is an insanely great pick here. Like, the Valkyrie could be good here as well, just give that intel. The Echo could also be Not amazing because there's not really many safe places for Echo to play here. I'm not sure. See, what do you think about the castle pick here?
Castle pick here, it's pretty interesting, like you mentioned. Hopefully Super doesn't die in the first 30 seconds like he did the last time.
Yeah.
Despite that fact that happened the last time with Toon Squad being up 5-3, just the time constraint and the way that they attacked it just gave Soniqs the upper hand. The coordination that they had coming out from the remaining 3 members. One thing I really hope that Glitch does to adapt here, instead of going for the highway window, it's fine to break open the castle barricades there. But you can also try to rotate on out to the big window and cut off the rotates that'll be happening from the kid storms and over into the main hall.
We still see a lot of control now for Toon Squad on this big tower take. This is going pretty well for them so far, but they haven't found any early kills that they did last time. No early roam coming out from Super this time at all, but they're going to try and get out of control, and your factor from below will destroy the mute jammer that has been placed there. No bandit, obviously, so no real way to deny that hard breach coming down if they did choose to do so on that epic take. But it looks like just going for a big tower take at this point in time. I mean, the attitude would make a lot of sense here, just so they could go for that same execute that Soniqs did, where they just come repelling them from the kids' windows and they go through that glitch. Can open up the satellite window when you can, and look to open up highway as well, probably.
Interestingly enough, Super's changed up his tactic this time around, and he's going to be hiding inside of bathroom. I'm not exactly too sure where Neptunes is playing. I think he's inside of Armory. Yeah, he's inside of Armory. So, big window still being of here with that castle barricade and half the round already gone. We haven't seen a whole lot of action, but I think Super's going to rotate on through into the wall tower, trying to see if he can go for a frag. Playing the waiting game now as Neptunes finds Talon and Avian finds one onto Factor. So this is really bad news now for the Toon Squad, losing 2 members in the span of 5 seconds. Avian and Neptunes really stepping up here.
Okay, so moving through, it's going to be round number 10. This is a pretty tough round. I mean, if Toon Squad can't get a win here, I don't think they're going to win out, but there we go. Neptunes with a great peek onto the satellite window from Armory, winning his gunfight this time. Will take him down, finds another one, he takes him out, but no, it's going to be Ghost because the kill into Brainbow. But that was a beautiful flick coming up from Neptunes. It's all down to Chef in a 1v5. Let's see what he can cook up as he comes through onto the white stairs, sees him, and takes him down. Not sure what Aiden was looking at there, but he's going to go down instantly. So B4v1. Seemingly unwinnable scenario here for Chef, but don't give up hope just yet on him. I've seen crazier things happen. See him try and move up onto Armory stairs. Still looking to see where Nep is, but doesn't seem to have a whole lot of intel as he pushes up all the way through onto Armory corridor.
Goddess will be sitting on over by the dresser with 15 seconds left to play. Chef needs to make something happen. Needs to find all 4 members, but Ghost is going to peek on through, take off the head of Chef, and that'll put us on match point, and for the time being, tie point. The Susquehanna Soniqs.
So, not looking too good for Toon Squad at all. Soniqs have moved to match point, as you said. Being a kind of a closer matchup than I would expect, but at the same time, it is Oregon, and you would kind of expect Oregon to go this way. And as I said, with a Thatcher ban, this is slightly more defender-sided than it normally is. Purely basing that off stats, by the way, it is 56% defender-sided when Thatcher is banned in NACL this season.
Blackbeard gonna be coming out from Chef, not too uncommon. I'm a bit surprised as to why he hasn't brought out the Blackbeard or the Glass throughout this matchup in the second half on their attacks. 6-pick getting used also on the Susquehanna Sonic side, trading out a Clash for an Echo. The bomb site will be down over in Kitchen. Normally you would see Super stick onto that Clash and playing side of Dining and rotate on from Dining to the hallway. But with an Echo being played out here, depending on how things go, this could also be another round in favor of the Soniqs.
So, moving further through now. I mean, Kitchen Dining, it's not a great place to defend. We haven't seen it yet from either side. It's just one of those offsites, right? Like, this and Big Tower are just so difficult to hold, but this is really where you win and lose the game, right? If you win here, you can win the game easily, but even if Soniqs don't win here, then they have the option to go back to a much safer defense next round. So, they don't necessarily need to win here, but a win would be nice to try and put it into a 7-4 by 5. Also, a point to put out is that Tune Squad are even in points with them at the moment, and you know how you do against them in the head-to-head does actually matter quite a lot when it comes down to kind of breaking out those ties, right? So
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was just agreeing with you.
yeah, no, go ahead, take it ahead.
So right now, we have the Soniqs defending inside the kitchen. Super's gonna be inside a bathroom, utilizing an angle, but that's gonna be Avian getting droned out, not aware of the drone that's gonna be right beside him. Though he'll rotate on up to the table. Glitch is being used on Glitch to open up the dining doorway on the Capital. They still have the smoke grenades to work with, so the only hard breacher that they've utilized right now is just Hibana. It's a bit surprising to me that they didn't use thermites, but I think Hibana is a pretty good, decent pick on this site either way.
So, there is the Blackbeard coming out, however, from Chef, and they've got pretty much everything that they need to have control of right now. Obviously, no mirror here is going to make it very, very difficult for you to deny any plant situation going down here. But we still do have Showers control into the hand of Soniqs, and this is really going to be the difference maker here. You really need Showers control if you're going to go for this take, but a nade comes out from Glitch, and that is going to find Avian. It's going to be a 4v5 situation. Not looking too good for Soniqs, but they do still have that Showers control. As long as they have Showers control, Tune Squad cannot really go for this plant at all, unless Chef does manage to pick him up on the cross. And this is exactly really where you want your Blackbeard goes. He's going to push all the way up. The diffuser is going to try and go down for Rainbow. Neptune takes down Chef. That's the Blackbeard off the board. Nep holding down onto Small Tower to kill off any escape as Glitch takes down Goddess as well. Now a 3v4 situation. Soniqs still holding on, but barely. As Echo Drone is going to go out, is going to deny the plant going down to make sure there's no Claymore outside of that window, as there will not be, as Talon tries to make his way into the site. Rainbow is in the site. The Echo Drone does see out all of them. And no IQ from the attack, because they can't see exactly where this Echo Drone is. And it's just constantly picking them out. Capital Bolts do go down. Rainbow could attempt to go for the plant, but he gets Echo Drone yet again as Glitch moves up. He gets the nade onto Ghost, but the Neptunes comes up. He denies Glitch. Talon goes down. Neptunes tries to find another good foot, but can't. Super takes down Rainbow. It's now all down to Super in a 1v1 situation, with 20 seconds left to go on the clock. So onto Factor, but no, he can't find it. Super finds the headshot onto Factor. He goes down, and Soniqs will take round number 11 and the series 7-4.
Really great round and adaptation coming out from the Soniqs. Neptune's an insane performance coming out. Him and Avian were just pretty much the duo carry matchup, and it's all over right now. That's the 7th playdate out of the way for the Soniqs and the squad. They'll be able to take a 1-hour break, trying to go over what went wrong, what went right, and a really great all-around performance coming out from the Susquehanna Soniqs.
Yeah, much better Oregon from them than we saw last week against Organized Chaos. They definitely seem to have a little bit better idea of what went wrong in that matchup, but they're still running the same operator band, so maybe not too much of a change up in strategy as they did last time. Anyway, we're going to take a little bit of a break here before we do move into the next matchup. Anything to say before we do go to our break, though?
No, not that comes to mind.
Well, we'll be back in just a few moments with Organized Chaos versus Elevate in our final matchup of this specific playdate, but we'll have 2 more matches coming up after that. But this is going to be the final matchup of this half of CL before we move into the next half, where the round robin starts all over again. Don't go anywhere, and we'll be right back.